The Frosty by 10 here with a, I suppose, early build report on my Elementalist Golem with lightning as the focus. And I beat this boss. Why in the world am I doing it again? Alright, so I had a crash, so I had to do this twice, which is pretty disappointing. So, what's the build? Golems. Golems and Elementalist. A tale as old as time. So with the new buffs added to the Golems, let me just you get way better, well, survivability, I suppose, from Golems. So the point of this build is to hybrid lightning damage with Golems. I'm sure it'll change a lot, as you'd expect, but I just want to show you, you know, where it's at, what sort of... I mean, it's pretty tough at the minute. I feel like. Enamel Buckler. We can check that one. Whatever. So, what do we get from Golems? Let me go through each of the Golems, what they support, and how we get in the buffs. I'm using Arc as my offensive spell. So I've got Arc, I've got added lightning damage, and I've got Decay, which maybe Lightning Pen would be better, and Cruelty, which maybe, again, if this was a 4 blue, then maybe I'd put Lightning Pen. I've got Tempest Shield for defense, spell block, and I've got Herald of Thunder. So again, I haven't decided on a final aura, whether it's Determination or Discipline. I have an Animate Guardian of Smiting, which has, what's it called? Divine Judgment. Smarter Divine Judgment. It doesn't use it that often, even though I have Frenzy on. It feels like it's kind of just for show. I have Frostblink. So we have Summon Lightning Golem, and with the update, with the new Secret of the Atlas League, it gets mana regen per second, just for extra mana regen, which is nice. And we have increased attack and cast speed. The buffs are increased a lot, so not the top line buff, the second line buff is boosted. It's kind of it's hard to it's kind of weird, honestly. Damage over time from Chaos Golem and 17 Chaos Res is buffed by 180%. So you get a fair chunk of Chaos Res just from having one summon Chaos Golem. And then increased defenses goes up a lot. I feel like it's only 20% though. I feel like some lines don't actually get buffed at all by the increased buff to Golem things. Like 20% increased defenses, I feel like that's just it. It's not anything more than 20%. But maybe more research. And then we got increased damage, increased area of effect from playing Golem. So they're my 4 Golems. Defenses are pretty mediocre because my armor could be a lot better. I'm going to do some more defensive stuff on the passive tree. Life, 1100. Okay, mana, 1200. I get damage from mana, so I'll show you that on the tree in a second. 600 energy shield, which is alright. So again, that's where the bonus to defenses really pumps it up. I do have this unique ring on. I don't use 2 curses though, so it's just a leveling ring. Lots of leveling uniques, like this one as well, which I'll just change once I get better boots. This one I recently changed from Frenzy, Power Charge, Endurance Generation. So I'm going to do Power Charge Generation. It's just going to be slightly different. I've got all attributes, just some attributes and some tiny bit of res. I could use a lot more resistances, but I'm getting a lot from my passive tree at the minute. And just lightning damage there. So yeah, it's only early on, level 52, and it will improve a lot. Here's the tree. So, grabbed all these. Just extra basic, you know, energy shield. I grabbed crit chance stuff, lightning damage, lightning res there. I have got mana reservation efficiency here, but I will have to go to the other mana reservation efficiency. And chance to block spell damage is one of the things I've focused on. I got to get the other one as well. So I want to get maximum power charges because I'm going to grab this one. One slinger, then I'm going to get 10% chance to get power charge and critical strike, and then focus on getting as much crits, and then get more power charges, and then more damage for power charges. The key to the build is obviously the golem buffs, where increased effective buffs granted by golems 20, 20, and then 40, so we get 80, and maximum number of golems is 1, and then we have the ascendancy, which we get increase all raise, and then we get 2 maximum number of summon golems and 100% increased effective buffs granted by the golems. And then they resummon, so I don't have to worry about summoning them. And then immune to elemental damage, so the stone golem, with its defenses, can be, I don't know if they provide each other bonuses. It's one of those things that I'm just not going to think about. Sure they do. Tempest Shield, I think, is
Death waits with open arms.
pretty good.
I will accept your decision.
What have we got here? I have a lady who is a weak version of this lady, so it's worth just getting a new... I don't have any... Do I have rings on the other lady? I think I do. Let's hire her.
So you have chosen death.
So I just put Cursed Ground down, and then I'm dodging.
I concede. Clearly you're more capable than most.
I found the mercenaries level matters the most, although it must be said that the summoning ones are really good against other mercenaries, just at distracting them and giving you that cover. Honestly, helps a lot. But that said, there are some mercenaries, like the bow ones with explosive stuff, that just one-shot you if you're not careful, even if you are careful. So, onto damage. I've grabbed all this stuff. Maybe I'll take it all off later, but it's just for now. As much lightning damage. I've gone with maximum effective shock. Whether that's the correct one, I'm not 100%, but yeah, that's what I'm going with. Pretty much. I've got a pretty basic jewel there, nothing crazy. I'll get better stuff. And then I pathed over here to get some minion life regen, just so the golems don't die. They're pretty good anyway, but I just wanted to have that extra added layer of security. I got minions least damage as life, but I could swap that for maximum res, really. And then I've grabbed a couple of these elemental res, because we're that far. More life as always. And then armor and energy shield. I want to grab dex, but I also need to go... The plan is to go over here, basically. I'll need to grab this one and get the increased armor, energy shield from equipped body armor, equipped helmet, gloves, boots, all over armor and energy shield. That's what I'm considering at the minute. And then I've got to grab mana reservation efficiency. So I have to get over there. So it's kind of like... Yeah. I probably won't get any of these, in all honesty. But I think I've got to get spell block. Even more spell block. So I'll get more, you know... Chaos res and life there is probably a good one to grab. And then it's going to be a question of... You know, defenses and offense and all that sort of stuff. I am considering definitely grabbing Chaos Res over here. And then getting immunity corrupted blood or elemental res can't be lowered by curses might be pretty handy. Yeah, nothing crazy. Nothing complex. Elementalist. Very basic. The golems are cool, they stay alive, they don't die, and if they do, they res themselves in 4 seconds because they're elementalists. So I feel like I cover a lot of bases. I kill most things before the golem can even get anywhere near it. Same with the animated guardian, despite it having frenzy.
Choose your next move very carefully. I still abide by the Triathlon code. Choose your fate.
We got cold chaos on the gloves, isn't bad. Chaos res, cast speed, no. I think this one we just grab all the stack deck and sizzling off. If we kill this one.
If it means that much to you, fine.
As for the league itself, I'm finding the mercenaries pretty good. Honestly, I like keeping them up and then being like, oh no. You go a couple areas and suddenly they're just... Yeah, they get out leveled pretty quick. If they could level up, that'd be pretty cool, but I understand why they don't, because it'd just be another Animate Guardian. And then you get locked in with old skills. There's some really interesting ones. I like the infamous ones, because they're, you know, infamous. I haven't get anything too crazy. Like, just what I got then was probably one of the most... What have we got? We got Gluttony. Life Spree.
Too much clutter.
My flasks, I've just got movement. They could be better. Immunity to hinder and maim. I've just got to remove curse on use. And the passive, I was gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna focus. I get easily distracted on the passive tree. So we get damage while wielding wand, increased attack speed with wands, and then we're gonna get 10% chance to gain power charge and critical strike with wands. But yeah, if you got any ideas, the spell I'm not sold on arc. I think arc is great for clear. Single target against bosses I'm having trouble with. So that's whether there's like a transfigured version of arc that bounces off of walls or something, or there's like a better way to organize the gems. That's the kind of where I want. Happy to have feedback on the build is what I'm kind of saying. I haven't got a complete vision in my mind, but I have something of a vision. It'll be like much better everything, basically. But that said, I haven't even started crafting yet, so... Yeah, it's just arc is so good. The golems, I don't need them for damage. So I'm not worried about them at all. And the Animate Guardian was just a meme. Because I wanted to get the upgraded version, the transfigured version of Stone Golem. But instead, Animate Guardian... I'll show you what it... Can you see what he does? So this, if I don't attack, if I just stand around, they can still kill stuff. They're not like they're weak or anything. Just like a rare here. It's just going to take a bit of time. And thankfully, I just upgraded the mercenary, so that does have an impact too. Yeah. So yeah, this is Frosty Fire 10 with a early update. I do want to have like a later version when I'm like level 80 or something, and then see the difference in the build. That's the sort of thing I like to see on reflection. Oh, let me show you how much currency I've got. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? After we just grab this, I'm not even juicing strong boxes at this point. It's a waste of time, waste of resources. Alright, I'll show you how much currency things I've got. Now, I did have a late start to the league, so you're wondering why I'm such low level. It's because console didn't get the... Yeah, we had issues. So I woke up at 6 AM, and I couldn't play until 7 PM.
Good tidings.
So that's how I describe it. 10 all res, 3% chance to suppress. No chance to block though. Six, 17 chaos, eh? Oh yeah, I got that as well. I did just get like 3 chaos in like 2 minutes just before starting the video. Okay, we can definitely reroll that later. I have a dual tab. I got most of the tabs. Most of the things. God, not a lot of essence just yet. So, let me just check that in there. How many chaoses I've got? 5 chaos. I've spent a couple of alchemy, so nothing crazy yet. No mirror yet or anything. That's unlikely. But this one's the double cold res. What have I got on my mercenary? So I got to take the stuff off one and put it on the other.
Tell me you've thought this through.
I have been putting what I would call just some res rings. Okay.
Try not to die now. Decisions have consequences.
Maybe you can keep your belt. What's your strength or res? You can keep that too.
As you like.
46, 86. You can actually do damage with your thing, or you want to do... No, it's okay. What's your circlet? Trash. What have you got here? Socketed level +2 to levels of socketed minion gems. Spreads tar when you block, but it doesn't have a chance to block. What's the point? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let me just put that away. She needs the ring. I could just give him that ring.
You doubt a Kyaxon? It is done.
I'm not going to overthink mercenary gear at this point. They are pretty whatever until they get good. Alright. Yeah, so that's the little update. Early update. Very, very early build update for my Elementalist Golem character. Elementalist. And, yeah, it's been Frosty510. Like and subscribe. And give me any suggestions you can to improve the build. Obviously, the area of effect increase from Flame Golem is actually really big. So, maybe I should do something that's really big. Yeah. Oh, like a transfigured gem or something. Yeah. Not sold, but lightning, I suppose, is where I am sold. Maybe switch to cold. Respec the whole tree. I mean, not really the whole tree. It's really only just the key mastery here, and then grabbing one of those. So I could switch to cold or fire if needed. It's just about the spell, though, more importantly. Just Arc is very handy to use. Yeah, alright. Catch you later. Bye-bye.